Today I'll be doing a tactical analysis of a match that I played. I played as a centre defensive mid, and some of the topics we'll cover is awareness of space and how your movements and teammates' movements create space, scanning to improve decision making, passing lanes and positioning when the centre back has the ball in build up, defensive alertness and tracking runs from midfield, and movements to disorganise opposition defensive line in order to create space for wider players. So right here, my centre-back has the ball and I am supporting, giving him an option to pass to me, but I am 99% sure that the ball is going to go out wide to our right wing back. As soon as the ball gets played wide, I realise that I'm not in a position of any help to my right back. I'm surrounded by players and I'm not a passing option, and I'm also taking up his space. So what I will do then is I move and make a run down the line, which ultimately draws the defender with me, creating space for my right back to drive into, and at the end he finds a long ball into our striker. So the first thing I want to talk about in this clip, the ball went out for throw-in, and as soon as I go to support the fullback, I tell my midfield partner to go into the space that I leave behind. You could actually see me indicating to him to move into that space. Then once the ball gets played to my centre-back from the throw-in, I realise my striker is dropping into the space to support the centre-back. And what I did well here is I realised that the defender is following my striker, which means he's leaving that space behind. So I move into the space left behind and the centre-back plays the ball to me, which I then lay off to my striker. So here we have the ball on the left-hand side of the field, and in this moment I knew that the ball was going to be played to me. So before he played me the ball, I checked my shoulder and saw that I have space around me, and I also saw that my right back is open. So that's just a basic example of how scanning and knowing your surroundings can help you to make better decisions in a game. So in this clip you can see I'm constantly checking my shoulder, scanning, trying to see where opposition players are, where my teammates are, and that allows me to know that I can take a touch here and take my time. So I find my other centre back, I go to support again, he plays me, I just lay it back because I got a call that he said man on. Oh yeah, I could have done better, so I'm obviously supporting in this space, but I'd rather go around and support in this space for two reasons. The first one, I'm blocking the passing lane into our number 10 as soon as the left back receives the ball. And the second reason, I can get the ball here and switch it to my right back. As you can see, he's asking for the ball. So if I supported here, I could open up and switch the play. So by me supporting in this space, I'm actually limiting my team to the left-hand side of the field, where it's kind of congested with a lot of opposition players. So if I was to support in the pocket here, I'd be able to switch the play. So although I could have positioned myself better, I actually do well to check my shoulder before the ball's played into me. So I know there's an opponent pressuring me, and I do well to protect the ball and play it back into my left back. So I actually touched on this in the previous clip, but as you can see, my centre-back has the ball, and I'm running into this space to support. But by doing this, I'm actually killing the passing lane to my 10. I'm taking up that space, and I'm also drawing the defender with me. So I'm totally closing any option into my 10. So what I rather should do is I should drop into the space in the middle, which would do two things. It would make me a better passing option for my centre-back, and also it would free up that passing lane into my centre attacking mid. So in this clip we win the ball from a long pass, and I just play a security pass into the other centre-back. But I want you to look at my movement here as soon as the other centre-back receives the ball. I'm not going into that wide space, but I'm staying in the middle. And as you can see, that creates a passing option for my centre back and also keeps the passing lane into my centre attacking mid open. So that's what I should have done in the previous clip. I also do well in just scanning and checking my shoulder all the time. And by doing that, I know I can just let the ball roll across my body and then find my other midfielder. Here again, I just check into the space in the middle instead of going wide to get the ball from my centre back, which allows me to turn and find the wide player. So in this clip, I actually do well to realize this player has the space and time to turn and find a pass forward. So I step out of the midfield to pressurize him and force him to go backwards. And now, as you can see, I'm back into the midfield and I'm marking my midfielder. And as soon as this ball gets played in from the centre back into the striker, I should be more alert and I should be better in tracking my midfield runner so that that pass can't happen back into him. As you can see, the striker just lays it off into him. Now in this clip, I want you to keep an eye on Malacia and the movement he makes just before Eriksen plays this diagonal pass into Rashford and what the effect is of that movement.
Here's Eriksen.
So by making that run inside, you can see Malacia actually drew the Everton right back with him, which allows Rashford to have more time to take the defender on.
Swept wide for Marcus Rashford. Rashford into the penalty area, and there's the cutback. It's an own.
In this clip, as soon as my midfield partner gets the ball, I realize that our right back is open in space out wide. And although my run didn't have the same effect or as much of an effect as Malacia's run, I tried to replicate that movement in order to draw some defenders with me to create space and time for our right back. But the reason I put the clip of Man United in the video is for two reasons: to show how you can use professional games to learn stuff and implement that into your own game, and also just to show the effect of that run a bit better. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new like I did. I think it's good to rewatch your games and check what you could have done better and what you did well. So next time you play, you can implement that and improve like that. And it's also the first time I've made a video like this. So if you enjoyed it, like it, please follow me and let me know that you enjoyed so I can make more videos like this in the future. Thank you.